What's up, guys? We should be live. We should be just fine. I should have audio, but that's a lot of should there. Let's make sure. Hey, we do, and we're fine. Alright, thank you for giving me a little bit of time to take a break. It was used valiantly to eat something. I have a bottle of water over here now that I'm probably going to take sips of every time I have to drink in-game as a reminder. If I have to drink water in-game, like so, I'm going to reach over here, grab my bottle, and drink some water. Gotta stay hydrated. Alright, we left off on top of another radio tower we went to explore to find another battery to get our research station back online. In doing so, we were able to research solid state batteries ourselves, so we can do that. Let's go ahead and research the flashlight. Get all the research out of the way at least, so we can go on to craft it later on. But today we are going to upgrade our airship, let it be able to go higher by adding turbines and things of the like. Also go ahead and research this rainwater collector, because really, it's super effective. While this is nice, it requires a condenser, and that is pretty easy to make. No real big deal there. When it rains, that collector fills up really fast. Alright, furniture fabricator. Again, let's just go ahead and get the research out of the way. But we don't have to make any of that quite yet. Now, the rainwater collector is going to require a synthetic compound, so we'll make one soon. Hanging cabinet is going to require some synthetic compound. We might make one of those now, actually, to give ourselves some more storage. So go to our suit printer. We're going to make synthetic compound at a discount rate now, by just a little bit. Make ourselves a hanging cabinet. Slap that bad boy up, probably just over here for now, somewhere.
Printing completed.
In fact, fuck it, looks kind of cool over there too. That just gives us some more storage for things later down the road, because we're gonna start to fill things up. So if we open this guy up, store things that were similar, a very nice tab where you can just press L2 and it'll anything you've already stored in here, it'll store again. Let's go ahead and move any of the big resources out of here, and have this be for special stuff like the research part, old food, old water, rotten food, stuff like that. When we have this big cabinet over here, we can store excess fuel, metal collector heads, electric element, anything basically. All this extra resource that I don't want in my pocket. We can sort it, resort it, because I like my stuff a little different. I need to boil this duff moth eventually and eat it. I have a boiled one, so we'll just boil this one now. Consume that one. Beautiful. Alright, we're looking good. We'll let our character get some rest, and then we're going to work on building some turbine so we can get higher. We also have another windmill, like a wind farm, nearby that we're probably going to hit up, because that's some good resources in itself before we progress back to our mission marker, which seems to be a bit further away now. But I need to make the turbine before it even tells me to go back to that super high one. So let's take a look at that. What do we need to make a turbine? Oh, well, we have it. The transformer we found, machine parts we have just enough of, and we have some copper element we have a little bit more than enough of. So because we did pick those up here, we can make a turbine.
Printing completed.
And now I kind of want to make two of them, keep things symmetrical. But for now, just having the one will let us get places. But let's keep it on reserve. We're going to pretend we don't have it, and we're going to make two for the sake of my symmetrical brain. Let's go investigate that wind tower. Because it's real close. And before the story starts pushing us even harder. like, I've already given myself a second engine as well. So I think a second set of turbines just kind of forward prepares me for when I'm going to have to do it anyway. Oh. Is this the tall one I can't get on, actually? Yeah, this is the tall one I can't get on. Shit. Okay, let's reevaluate then. If that's the tall one I can't get on, then I need to go here. So we're gonna swivel this bad boy. And launch with this as a heading. We'll be back for this one when we can go higher, which technically, yes, we can right now with the one turbine we made. But as you've seen with this whole thing, I've been trying to be extra prepared. Oh, I might not be able to get over. If that one's over the wall, I think is what we decided. Alright, let's add the one. We'll make a second one after looting the tall tower here. We're just not going to be able to, I think, get to the materials to make another one without visiting the tall tower, so let's install that first turbine. Oh, it's gonna be crazy to do, like, not landed. Need one of our flat walls to do it, so let's stick this bad boy out here.
Maximum flight altitude increased.
There we go. It's our first turbine. We're gonna put another one on here, but that lets us go up. And that lets us go high enough to definitely get a view of the area and land on this bad boy. So and this is where we're going to probably make a lot of upgrades to the ship. Preemptively, because why not? God, the view up here, especially when the sun rose, it is very pretty. Like, it's scary as all hell, but it's kind of pretty. Kidding me? Right. Let's be very careful. Keep track of where we've gone. I want to go low first into this and grab the copper I know is going to be over here. Yep, thank you. Go ahead and do this whole under area, see what we can find. There's going to be other useful things, I'm sure, laying about. Hey, like helium. I want to find a lot of that. PDA. Depletion of the trash. This is our last shipment here. The lift we operated on seems to have been completely plowed through. We don't even know if our last harvest will be useful to anyone for anything. If you see something here for yourself, take it without question. Oh, well. Okay, well, thank you. I was gonna do that anyway, and I feel like that makes me a bad person, but also there's no one alive here, and I think unfortunately we've come in just after everyone else's last breath was taken recently. So the people who were still sticking it out on Earth and didn't leave on the Ark seem to have recently expired, though we've caught wind of a certain organization or a group, and Noah might be alive. So I think we might find not just Noah alive, we might also find a group of people that have figured out how to survive somewhere, and it'll probably be under the dust somehow. They'll have found a safe way to do that, but
Encrypted data ready for
alright. We got short railings, doors, metal floors, and ceilings. Okay, good. Lots of new blueprints with the ship. It was nice to come over here. See, exploring elsewhere also allows you to go ahead and find things for your ship and just be ready for the game. So I know I need to fly over the barrier and get to the greenhouse tower and find Noah, but if I'm playing a survival game and I want to work on my base, I'm glad the game allows me to do so and doesn't completely hardline me into the objectives. So, away. Run over here. Is that a solid state battery for free, baby? Thank you. Okay. Fuck. Go out on this ledge here. And welcome to part 2, guys. Part 1 was a bit more informative of the fact, but if I have to step away during the stream at all, I'm really not feeling well today. I'm using my stream as a way to distract myself, though. Don't want to feed you guys too much information on the situation, but I'm having some stomach problems today, and it's not fun. But along the way, I'll try to be cool and at least leave you something cool to look at if I have to step away. Gathering copper, though. Alright. I think that's good for this little wing. Let's go up and look around. Let's see, we went down below on that side. We need to go over here and get this metal real quick. But we already went in the room and got everything out of there. Now it's saying 13 out of 14 on discoveries here. There's something else to find, but the problem is it was doing this to me in my normal playthrough too, or my easy playthrough, whatever, where there seems to be just one more thing I should be able to find, and I just can't find it no matter what. I don't know what it is. I've got my scanner at the ready. Oh, hey. I found a cool-ass clock. Nice. Kane found that, and I was really jealous, because that's a really cool fucking clock. Okay. That's cool. I still want to find the really cool big poster thing I found. It was a tank on flowers, and it said end war, or stop war, or something, and it was really awesome. I think that's all we're going to get out of this place. Again, I know it says there's a discovery to be found, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to be able to find it. There's something missing. I think I have a tool or something later on I'm going to be able to get that bridges that gap, but for now I'm not going to waste my time like affirming that I cannot find the thing I couldn't find earlier. So we're going to go store, anything similar, as well as the helium fuel. That's cool, we found some. Store some machine parts for now. We found some foods and research things. They can go in there, be similar. If we have a small stack of metal, I can take that. That's fine. Store the helium, store the circuit board. I think would be a good idea. Okay. Making a second turbine. Oof. You know what I didn't look around for? I didn't see if there was any, like, fresh circuitry on the ground, like the wires. I probably should have been looking out more for those wires. I didn't see any, though. Metal. Ooh. Sounded like scaffolding. Whoops. Okay. See, there doesn't seem to be the same amount of wires just laying on the ground here. I overlook a lot of the stuff on the ground a lot, so I want to go back and check real quick. But no, this one didn't have as many the pre-made. So we're gonna have to make some of those ourselves, which we can handle. The copper elements. It's just gonna take a lot of copper. I need 4 of them. So still have some leftover copper. Now I need machine parts, which come from metal, so that's fine. Do it at a discount rate. Go ahead and make another batch. And we have our second basic turbine. Nice. Hey, we also have a clock. It's pretty cool. Let's just slap that bad boy somewhere for now. Actually. Oh, put you over here on the fun side. Now all of that's probably going to get rearranged and stuff like that, but for now. This game is amazing if you enjoy games like this. So if you liked playing Stranded Deep or Subnautica or Raft specifically, then yes, it's awesome. Especially if you're like me, where the biggest deal on those is hydrophobia and being scared of like the ocean and water and stuff like that for legit reasons I won't go into again, but this is like a breath of fresh air, but not quite so much. Here you are surviving in a toxic environment above the ground, and gravity is, you know, a bitch and scary, but you get to bring your base with you as you make it. We just installed a second turbine on this bad boy, so it can go even higher now. And so I haven't gone very far into it myself, but I can already tell you, yes, it's very good for its class of games or its genre of games. It functions very well, has a lot of things that go on to it, like I've talked about before. When you need some more of the more basic materials, you really don't have to go on like a 30 or 40 minute excursion, like swimming around or looking around and trying to find new nodes because you've already exhausted the area. No, some of the basic shit's just floating in the wind. That's really nice. Again, the fact that your whole base comes with you as you explore removes the fear of like, okay, I'm far from home. So I'm loving it. And with that second turbine built, we're about to be making a lot of upgrades to our ship, actually. Our airship's about to become pretty fire. We need to go probably over the wall now and find that other big greenhouse tower, and the other wind farm and radio station nearby will probably have some cool blueprints on it. So we'll probably check those out first and continue to look for more metal and synthetic as we go. I'm actually probably going to put one of my metal head magnets on the metal harvester and let it do its thing as we roll around, because I have 2 in here. Yeah, man. I try to promote things if they're genuinely good and let people know, hey, it's probably a lot of fun if you like things like it, you know. So we're going to put another metalhead collector on here. Let it go ahead and auto grab some metal once it's out over free space. Food, I have 1 boiled dust moth on me that will last another like 30 minutes, so it's good for food. Water, I'm good. I've got more dirty water to pump into the filter, and it's full of clean water already. So we're pretty good on the survival aspect. Let's get over that wall now. And yep, see, it's way back in this direction. This is why we built this, and we went ahead and stuck it up here so we can see it. Fuel. Let's check out our fuel. We haven't checked on that. We've been skirting around for a while. Oh yeah, we've only burnt through half of it on that engine. Probably the exact same on the other one because we've been rocking the 2 since the beginning. Exactly, half and half on both. So that's awesome. Alright, so we would have been out of fuel if I hadn't made the double stacks. But we're good. Oh, I forget that's what that bar is right there. That's fuel. Fair. So if you enjoy Cyclops gameplay of Subnautica, then yeah, this will probably be right up your alley. Took the words right out of my mouth. Especially like with Below Zero, where you had the sea truck and everything was module, and you could like customize it as you went. Yeah, apparently that's what this one is. It took me a second to realize that's what it is, but that's what it is. Now, one engine could run out of fuel before the other, and so your like a speed or your efficiency could still drop. But yeah. Oh, that's a lot of metal. I think I might cut through this alley of high-rises real quick. Get a lot of metal real quick, because I'm going to want to build a lot of rooms and metal walls soon, so easy as we go. Let's not blast our way through all of the debris. Bring ourselves down a little bit, not too much, and scrap some of this scaffolding. Yeah. Careful. Gravity's a little wonk. So, as you fly around, things can run into your ship and cause damage. I've been attacked by smaller creatures. Not in my world, but I've seen the warning that a large creature was in the area on Kane's screen, and, well, needless to say, we skirted around that. I'm not going to worry about too much floating metal bits, because I do have my metal collector going. It's just nice to grab some of these free big-ass chunks, you know? Alright. Let's go ahead and empty you out so you can keep functioning. Some silicone. I don't know how I'm doing on that after building the 2 turbines. Might be low on electrical components. Heard. Ooh, please do not fall towards me. Hi. Thank you. We're gonna move along now before I knock a building over into me. Going around, but pretty close to the bramble. This looks pretty intense, actually. Go ahead and just lock my speed. Oh, shit. Unlock speed, maybe.
Fast flight altitude, sir. Risk of airship damage.
Yeah, my bad. Think we're good. Now the 2 engines are chugging along, we're doing alright. Oh, and I think we've already technically gone over the barrier. We came from a different angle, but... heavy, maybe. Alright, I can see Greenhouse Tower. And I can see that's the original wind farm we weren't quite tall enough to get to. So I am going to go land us there before we go over the barrier. So the original greenhouse tower fell over and we couldn't get to this district because the building was big enough to make a wall. I've drifted up into it from a different angle, so it didn't really show itself as prominently, but all these flashing lights indicate the batteries here are all still active. Thank you, Shadow, for teaching me that. Or they've reset themselves either way. But greenhouse tower's right over there. And we're gonna go loot it in a second for a bunch of resources and new learning things. But for now, I'm gonna try to get us. Oh, I don't want to be the highest thing in case a storm happens. Because if a storm happens, lightning will start to strike nearby objects, and of course, if you're the highest object, lightning will be hitting you. You don't really have to know much about the game to kind of already understand how lightning works that way, so there's that. Oh, but it looks like the rain just cleared out, so danger of a storm is a little less prominent now, I think. Yeah, the thunder strikes off the storms, especially with my headset or the new soundbar I have, are pretty intense. So I think I'm safe to go ahead and just land up here for now. If the weather goes super foul, though, I know to come up here and get my ship and get the hell out of here. Alright. With the quickness. Okay, lots of metal everywhere. I like that. I like there's glass, but I really am mostly looking for the copper, because the copper is the more specific resource I can't just get anywhere. I will take a battery though. Bottom, bum. Are you serious? I can see you in there. Any more? Yep, if I'm real precise about it. There we go. Copper and the silicone. The silicone comes from like solar panels though, so I'm not really going to capitalize on that here. Ooh. Yeah. Do you want to find out what's in all these rooms though, because there could be some cool blueprints even. Ooh, it's a small version of my Stop War poster that I found. I'll take it. The one I found was like a bed sheet size the first time. Too fat, cannot fit. Okay. So another nice, good little stop. Finding a lot of good stuff so far. No new blueprints or anything yet, but... Oh, I see some helium down there. Oh, and right over there. Shit. Okay. Oh, and more there. Okay, good stop for helium. Very good, very good. I don't like dropping off things. There's so sorry. It's the Great Plague getting to me, you know? Just like my character, I'm dying. Alright, well, keeping an eye out, moving along. Thank you for the helium. Okay, there are stairs over there, so... Whew. Didn't like that. Oh, we're gonna have to jump this one. Oh god, don't like that at all. Fuck, I gotta mute for a second. Oh god, that cough made me gag. Oh, death. You'll die, and you'll respawn back at your nearest bed or airship base. So for me, same thing. On easy difficulty, there would be no loss of items or anything, but on normal or harder, you will lose items in your inventory upon death. Ooh, very much like Subnautica. Alright, I think we scoured this place about as well as we could. No blueprints, but we did find plenty of copper, as well as helium. And we already looked into expanding the size of our air sac on top, research-wise. So we can make this bad boy bigger here soon, which we'll probably go ahead and just do to prepare for all the base making I'm going to do once we get over to the actual greenhouse tower. Because once we're there, we're going to be building a lot of stuff, primarily gardens and such on the ship, so I'm going to want a lot of room. So, which I don't think greenhouse tower was a big surprise. We were going to find stuff to start growing shit, so... we did find our cool stop. Oh wait, it is huge actually. I found the tiny version on the wall, but I'm still bringing home the giant version. That's funny. Okay. Well, I was kind of excited to have a small version because it takes almost a whole wall to look at this thing, or ceiling space, whatever. But yeah. We have our giant Stop War poster still. Other things we found that are extremely useful. Let's just go ahead and store anything similar. Store anything similar. Oh, and look at that. The inventory is already pretty clean. Go ahead and bring a smaller stack of metal with us, just in case. We have a lot of helium. Let's look into expanding that blimp up top just one time. Expand the balloon. We would need copper element. If we step back on board the ship, where we have resources, we can handle that. Go back to our build menu. Expand. It looks like I could expand it either forward or backwards. I'm going to expand it backwards because I'm going to build that way. Boom. We have expanded our airship. I could do it again, but I don't want to quite yet because that gives us a lot of build capacity as it is. Speaking of build capacity, we're going to start, like I said, redesigning this whole thing very soon. Let's get over to Greenhouse Tower to do that. Look at all the silicone, though. I'd be a fool to ignore it. Plus all the copper from these nearby windmills. Oh yeah. Even though I played on easy the first time, I think I'm doing a better job of capitalizing on resources this time around. Guess it happens when you know a bit more of what you're looking for. What's funny is my airship hasn't been approached by another creature, whether it be small or large. I figured I'd have another, at least small one, approach me by now, but nothing yet. Now, we're almost at our new max altitude, so it's not like we're going to be able to go to the top of the greenhouse tower. We're going to have to land on a lower part. Oh, there's a bunch of copper in these bad boys. I guess because it's harder to get to. Oh, I guess I should charge my device. Oh, I'm just now realizing copper takes like 3 charges, not just 1. That's why it goes through so fast. Okay. We're gonna have to address that calorie situation. But with the amount of copper in these towers, I might take the time to float over them for a second and gather all of that. Let's let our guy take a nap. Not like a full sleep, just a nap, because he left the doors open. And as Shadow has pointed out, I know if I got a cool viewer in here, Lefty, the game apparently does evolve and get a lot crazier. I am heavily capitalizing on the first areas while it's a bit easier, but I think the difficulty in the indigenous life forms are going to get real. Oh, fuck. Me too. If you've ever watched me play anything before, I'm always one to be over-prepared. I really enjoy crafting bases in these games, so Subnautica was very scary for me, so to come back and just work on the base for a while was like a fun way to take a break from exploring, because exploring in that game was horrifying to me. So every time I got back to my home base and got to work on it, it was like a nice reprieve. So this game is set up to make me very, very happy, as well as very, very sad, because now my base is in danger. Every single one of the parts of it have its own HP. So I'm sure I'll be attacked and I'll be having to repair it, and that's going to be a thing, but oh, we gotta name our ship at some point. Now that we're streaming, I think that's more prominent. Kane made the greatest joke ever, and I feel like I just want to do it out of spite. We'll call it the Hindenburg. But otherwise, I really don't know what to name my ship yet. Now, this building looks really nice. It's got a radio tower, I think, is the only thing. But I could name it the same way I named my my Cyclops. See, in Subnautica, my Seamoth was Moth. My prawn suit was Mantis, so I had Moth, Mantis, and then my Cyclops was Monarch. So Moth, Mantis, and Monarch. So I could call this the Monarch 2. Just curious what's over here. This building looks interesting. Also looks like if I eat this scaffolding for lunch, I'm gonna eat that building for dinner. Ooh. Not now. Ooh. Fucking every time I cough. Alright, so it's just a little storage container of goods. That's cool. Speaking of storage containers, let's just continue to store any similar things. We'll just leave the stack of metal in there at this point, fuck it. Now the advanced research part, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and store extra batteries in there, I guess. Store extra silicone, fuck it. Store the extra head. We need to make another hanging cabinet is what we need to do, but we're going to do so many different rooms here soon that it really doesn't matter. Oh, actually, I'm going to find seeds and all kinds of crazy shit over there. Hanging cabinet it is. Copper element. Because we are going to go raid that thing. So we'll just go ahead and make another 2 of them for now. That's all I had before, and it was working out, so I think this should be enough to at least get us going. Why can't I place that? That's odd. What's blocking it? Surely not the turbine. Strange. But that one's fine. Oh. I'm OCD, so now they all gotta come down one. Alright. Is it because of the clamp? No, the clamp's way over here. I don't know. We got plenty of storage now, though. So, don't need to worry about that for a long time. Okay, all of our materials are now pretty much stored. Fuck it. We need to grab clean water, bottle the dirty water, add the dirty water, bottle the rest of the dirty water for now, so that way it can function. Oh, that took damage. There you go. Alright. Let's go raid Greenhouse Tower, I guess. Shit, there's nothing really else to do. Besides continue to delay.
A flying creature approaches the airship.
Shit. There it is. I was wondering when it was going to happen. I'm going to have to take care of that. Hey! Fuck off.
To the airship.
What are you doing to my stuff? Stop doing it. Yeah, thankfully it's small ones for now. Alright, Greenhouse Tower. Let's go, baby. Ooh, barely high enough to get over that. Let's go. It's almost as if I'm supposed to be here.
Uncharted area. The preliminary analysis started.
Now I might want to readjust my parking situation.
Detected new objects requiring scanning.
Just so I can keep my insect lure hanging over an edge and functional. We might bring this bad boy around like that. Yeah. Good shit. Okay. With scanner in hand. Let's not be irresponsible. Let's actually make a condenser membrane and grab a lure. I know we have one.
Printing completed.
And we don't have to activate the lure per se. We can just stick it on there because we're good on food at the moment. But when we come back and we're not good on food, we can then lower the lure and be working on that. I have metalheads around here somewhere. We're gonna organize the storage soon too. For now, it's just kind of everywhere. I'm gonna be building a lot of rooms. This was just kind of our tiny little apartment for the first episode or two. I like the Monarch 2. I think Monarch 2 is gonna be the name of her. We might just call her Monarch. But she actually gets to fly and not be a submarine, so. Okay, things to think about though. I don't have a knife yet, and there are actually things that might attack me, so as soon as I find some polymer and get a knife ready to be made, I should do so. Also, my character needs to sleep. Mastodon. Another cool insect name, because it was also not just imps, but it was like really cool insects. I had moth, mantis, and monarch. So the Hercules beetle of fucking M names, what would it be? I need to save. And I've also drank some water, I'm sure. If not, we're gonna drink some now and take a swig in real life, because stay hydrated. I don't know. Monarch was also, like, I think the coolest one I could have thought of, because it's the giant butterfly. It's like a king. Monarch was a really good name. But my mantis, or my cyclops, got that. So we'll still think about it. She ain't done yet. So, she might just be the Monarch too. And that's fair, because it's also a tribute to my Subnautica days, which really was the game that got me into playing games like this in the first place. Thank you, Shadow, once again. Alright, we're going to do it floor by floor. First floor, we have... Who had Dead Survivor on their bingo card? Oh, who had Backpack Upgrade on their bingo card? Let's go. Metal container. Oh, cool. Ooh. Ooh, I know what I need. Suit printer. Empty bottles. I need synthetics. I didn't bring any with me. Okay, back to the ship for just a second. Shit. I need some empty bottles. For sure. We're gonna find some here, yes, but I need at least one to start. Because I officially have a need for a third one. We have our water bottle, we have our dirty water bottle, and now we have our plant oil bottle. So that will be useful for creating poly. I need to stop sprinting everywhere. I know I'm excited and I want to move quick, but we're just burning through my guy's stamina. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna bottle some plant oil. We found polymer. Okay. We're gonna completely, like I said, do it floor by floor. So let's hit the rest of floor 1 before we go back to the ship if we can. A lot of glass. Remember I told you early stream there'd be a place with a ton of glass? This is it. To be fair though, it is a giant greenhouse, so... Now I don't have any more bottle space. So we're gonna have to find bottles here. I need to make my flashlight too, because it's gonna get dark on me. So after the first floor, we have some things to go do. Don't like that. Should be more cautious about removing the floor. For the most part, it leaves like grid usually that you can still stand on, but that one's a little sketchy looking. Found some seeds, ink bulb seeds, cool. Some biomass fuel. Different kinds of fuel have different efficiency. I'm sticking with the basic synthetic fuel for now, and I'm going to save up all the other stuff. In a pinch, if I ever need fuel, I'll have apparently the good stuff. But synthetic fuel is very cheap to make, so... Railing, small cockpit, ladder room, glass floor / ceiling, and window wall. Cool. All very nice. We're still on the lookout for more free bottles. I might have to make more bottles, and then I'll just come back here and gather up all the plant resin I can, or plant oil. But for now, I'm not going to let it stop me that I haven't collected it. But we are going back to the ship. That was first floor. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. I feel like it's going to catch on with the communities very fast as being very, very similar. As far as, like, if you know where to go and you know what to collect, you could speed run this. Actually, yeah, I could totally see speed running just already. Oh shit! No. Just want to take all the metal. All right, now expansion. This is going to be the part where we have to start moving a lot of stuff around. I really don't have a lot of space to move everything around, so we're going to try to do it earlier than later. We've already come back with some seeds and things. Let's get it all stored. Anything similar? Anything similar? Nothing even in that one, so nothing similar is going away. We can throw some polymer in it, that's fine. Don't know why that was separate. We will organize soon. For now, this is just what it looks like. Research station. Let's go ahead and research helium fuel. It's only going to take one thing of helium, and we can have that research out of the way. Ooh, we have more batteries, I'll say. We're running low on that battery. We want to be careful. The mayfly? Ooh, that could be cool. Research the knife. Oh, another one I was very attached to was just naming her Lady Lead, like a Led Zeppelin. But that's, you know, just me being terribly punny. Just getting some research out of the way. Let's go ahead and pick up a lot of these deco items for now, because we're going to have to. Go ahead and move this back up to this front wall where it can be placed. It's like, we'll just stick it on the windshield. Fuck it, it's fine. Oh, I didn't really want to bottle that. I just wanted to move it. Oh, get that out the way. We're trying to get everything off the walls. Much like Subnautica, you cannot build onto walls that have things on them. I think this is fine. We're gonna find out. So, if I go to build another room, it should automatically delete the wall that is there as well as the catwalks that I have there. But, remove attachments. Oh yeah, that shelf's gonna have to move. Okay, that's fine. Stick it over here for now. Let's try again. It returns all the resources, so you're not getting gypped. So I gathered some things back there. I didn't just lose. That's the first room we're gonna build. Cool. Let's go ahead and put a steel wall on the outside of it. And move the turbine onto it. Just put it right in the middle. Make it doesn't stick over too high. So it's going to go right there. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, which means probably flipping the airship around so we can move stuff. We need to move all that anyway, because otherwise it's going to get lost in all of this. But let's see. This was the way I had kind of set it up prior, and it worked really well, so. Got a vision in my head. Alright, let's go get some of this miscellaneous stuff out of my inventory so I stop hovering over it accidentally, because. There we go. That was getting a little annoying. So we've got that set up, which means we can move our storage cabinets, at least the ones that are in the way now, like this one, over to here. Set that up as high as it'll go. Right there. Nice. Good extension down the hallway. Let's move this bad boy. Alright. Now, same thing's going to happen over here, so we need to take all of our metals. The metal head collector's already lowered, or gone, so we're fine there. Let's put our lure just over here for now, somewhere. We need to move the ship. We're gonna move the ship where it's actually got the other side pretty much hanging on, so I can do the same thing over there. Oh shit. My bad. Not my intentions. Move the metal collector. Just to get it over here for now. We're going to readjust all that later, but this is going to give us the space to do the same treatment over here, where we put a room on it. A metal wall. Moved this turbine to center, but not to the point where I don't want it sticking above, so yeah, that's where it is on the other side too. So we're good. It's got a really similar atmosphere, but okay, so I'm gonna have to check out Pacific Drive. I've never played it. Ba-dum-bum-bum. That's not gonna be able to, oh, because we have a lot of attachments inside. Okay, that's fair. So we're gonna have to go handle moving a bunch of stuff around. Like, put a oh wait. We're gonna need another metal wall. And then put that right here. Okay. Room's getting bigger around us. Let's go ahead and move our bed just over here for now. Alright. I think that takes care of all the quote-quote attachments. Nice. Okay. Get that catwalk going around the outside of this. Now on this side I did 6 going out, so see, I guess this is where the ship upgrading really just kinda gonna take off. I hoarded all those materials so I could do it seamlessly and not have to continue going to hunt as I did this. Oh. Here. It died. I need power. Let that charge itself. Thank you. We'll get those evened out in time. Let's just go ahead and I think give ourselves 3 more rooms, because this was as big as my last one was. This was basically the layout. I put a door there and some space. But I think we should go ahead and just make it a little bigger, because we can, and we're probably going to find a lot of stuff. So let's call that maximum size for now, on the big squareness part at least. We might make more, but that's gonna be the airship size for now. Catwalk. Again, just for now, we're gonna get the whole thing framed in at least 1 layer, so we can get around and defend ourselves from bugs. Our new landing spot until we find the cool, like, in-game catwalk thing that's active is going to be that. We're going to use that to land places. We still have plenty of metal to do this part, but I'm going to need to build other stuff too soon, so it's just bam bam. Bam bam. Move you. Pretty much just gonna move you. To see the grid. I want to have it to where it like makes sense, but I also just want it like on the ship. So, I'm taking the top little 2 corners of it. I'm always very concerned with aesthetics, but at the same time, when you're just trying to survive, I guess you probably don't have to be super concerned with aesthetics. Let's go ahead and just get... Ooh. Need to make some synthetic compound. Ooh, we are running low on synthetics. See, we start to go through stuff. Pretty darn quick, actually. This is where I ended up having to do this again last time too, was standing out here at the bottom of this as I turned this into a super ship, gathering synthetics. Alright. Just go ahead and make the hanging cabinet, put the fourth one in. That should be all the storage I need for a while. Perfect. I like it. Alright, what's next? Let's see. Walls and windows, I guess, which is going to take a lot. Alright. I need to do some research, actually. On window wall? And the door. Alright. Gives us a door on the back to quickly get to the engines and defend that side. We'll have a window over here, I guess, for now, but it's because we have two doors set up to go this way, so should be fine. The big floating base is exactly that, just a big floating base now. We can start moving things around just to have them not be just everywhere, but we got to get some more blueprints, and this place is still going to change drastically. But for now, we've got everything inside. We got it up against walls. We can bring our water purifier back inside the actual base part. Same with our device charger. Just bring it back inside for now. All of our little necessities over here nearby our bed. I guess our little housing area for now. See, now it feels like it's way too big, but I promise you I'm about to fill it up really quick. Let's see here. Alrighty. Cool, cool. Like it.
A flying creature approaches the airship.
Of course it does. I see it. Boy, dickhead.
A creature attached itself to the airship.
Okay. Cool, we have some personal items up. We have a big ass room, ton of storage. Kinda wanna start moving things around and getting organized now. Or no, I did not mean to store all. I meant to take all. Take all. Take all that I can at least. Take all. Okay, so I can actually hold everything. I'm gonna start here and just do resources. So like big raw resources, synthetic compound, plant oil. Alright. Now, for this one is going to be for stuff that refills outside things. Like fuel for the engines, metal heads for the metal collector, lures for the lure, things like that. So if it is for ammunition for my outside devices, it's going to go in here. Even further away in this personal one, we're going to start sticking our seeds and any plant stuff. What do I have in you? Okay, you can stay for special upgrade materials, I guess, and then our canned rations and water. So our non-renewable and special items will go in there, but anything planting, like rotten food even, it's going to go in here now. Resource, I guess a circuit board's a resource, so we'll just stick that bad boy in there. Special resources, I guess, like batteries and membranes for the filter outside. Anything? No, membranes for the filter outside should go in the other one, so not exactly sure. But we have extra storage. Giving ourselves 4 of those is more than enough, I think, right now, since I can't even think of what I'm going to put in all of them. We need to handle that calorie intake, though, so speaking of the lure, where are we at on dirty water to fresh water? So trying to even things back out, but I somehow messed things up. But it's fine, we can use our rice cooker to even it out again. Alright, back into exploring the tower, but we need to make an epoxy knife, actually. Or the polymer knife. Synthetic compound, right? That was the problem. And then we made a bunch of other shit. We have a knife. Woo. Go make ourselves another empty bottle. There's gonna be more plant oil up there. Making our flashlight. We need electric elements times 2. I can't do that because I don't have machine parts. We can handle that. Now I can make my flashlight. Sweet. So now I have my knife and my flashlight, things I've wanted to add in there. Let's go ahead and swap the old knife over to there. And ditch the excess repair gel. I'm pretty sure I'm going to find more, actually, so let's take the smaller stack if we're going to take any of them at all. Alright. Shit, the lure's ready. I can't add the water to it. Oh. Interesting. Thought I could use my cooker to even it out, but oh. 5. Oh well, we need to make our rain collector too, I just realized. We never made that bad boy. We researched it though. Synthetic compound, go figure. That's exactly what I did last time I needed synthetic. Ended up standing outside here just doing the thing casually. A lot of copper down there. Enough for me to be like, hey, I might want to go get that. There you go. Alright. Anyway, back to shooting synthetic out of the sky. See some silicone out there. May as well grab that. It's always good. Finish boiling our lettuce. And our lures. Found something else. Let's go ahead and pull that back up. Another dust moth. Cool. Gonna go ahead and consume that boiled lettuce. And then boil our dust moth. Alright, that lure ran out, so we're good on that. Ooh. And it's starting to rain right now, too. I really would like that rainwater collector. Synthetic compound times 5.
Printing completed.
Hey, yo. This little guy's awesome. Alright. Shouldn't be long now. That'll already start gathering rainwater. Yeah, see? Pretty dope. And that can even that bottle back out. So that way we can get back to fully loading this and fully removing it. And not have that weird hiccup in the amount that's being taken. That's awesome. Okay, perfect. Any other research that can be done now? The small backpack module. Nope, gonna need biomass. But now that we have the knife, we can acquire biomass. Boom. Alright. Circle her back around. Oof. Came in a little hard. My bad. I don't even have 4 engines yet. I'm just being silly. Now I can leave all of my devices pretty much hanging off so I can use them no matter what side I end up putting them on, and and I use the front as my landing. Aha! And with our flashlight in hand, we can actually see, because it's going to be dark in there now. Got plenty of inventory space, kind of. We can ditch all these other materials that we acquired very quickly, just because we can go into our chest, store anything similar, and we're good. So I don't have machine parts stored in anything. We should do that. Boom. Lego. Alright, so we hit floor 1 the last time pretty thoroughly. We're going to floor 2 this time. I'd say each time I would try to pick up more plant oil, so that's another full bottle of plant oil. We should find empty bottles here though, so we can get more. Alright, floor 2. Oh, and if you go to play this and it looks a little different to you, I do have my field of view zoomed all the way out so that I can see as much as possible. Oh, more seed types, polymer. Alright, a lot of stuff to be gathered in here. So we're obviously not really done until we come back through with enough bottles to grab up all the plant oil, but that can be like a last trip through everywhere kind of thing. Because that'll just fill up my inventory pretty quick. So, ooh, we have a knife now. We can, ooh, let's wait till we're on our way back, so we don't have it spoiling in our pocket, but we can cut these things down now. They're big fruits. And we can go in here. Glad I didn't even come to the second floor till I had a knife. Oh yeah, and the knife animation is like super intense. This guy's a killer, man. Alright. Empty bottle, there we are. Oil distillation. Canola flour, distiller, plant oil, polymer. We have a constant shortage of construction resources. But what we manage to transport from the surface is not enough for long. The distiller is designed to help with this. It allows you to extract oils and resins from plants, and from them produce resources such as polymer. In addition, it allows the creation of fertilizers and faster cultivation. A well-built garden can be a self-sufficient source of building materials. This will make us independent of having to search for resources. I agree. I do that in every game I play. If you see the inside of my Subnautica ship, you'll be like, yep, this guy's gonna make a fucking garden, isn't he? Oh, you bet. Oh, let's not destroy it. We need to scan that over. So, we will be making a garden. As I already did in my ship on my single player, that's pretty much all we did up to the point, and my other one was raid this place, and go downstairs and make a huge garden with it. Alright, that was floor 2. Pretty easy. There was really only the 2 rooms, one of which we just kind of went in and stripped, and the one that had the lock, but got a distiller from it, and that's about it. But we did get another empty bottle, so I guess we could. Go ahead. fill another one up. And my character's gonna have to rest soon, so we're gonna want to be careful. Let's handle the building before we go into the garden, actually. Oh, that's also a garden. Okay, at this point it's all garden. Okay, gotta be careful. Oh no. Whew. Okay, so I can't go downstairs. It is certainly blocked. Preternatural gnarl. Direct contact causes injury. Bioluminescence branches leads to the source of contamination. Okay. Alright, it's the source of contamination, and I can't quite get to it yet, so we're just gonna keep looking around. Don't know why that was floating, but there you go. Oh, that doesn't look good. They're damaged, so they have that red look to them, but that makes these look like they're covered in blood. Oh, they might be, I guess. Master plans. It seems to me that nature itself is against us. None of these master plans are working. This sapling that I brought to us from the experimental gardens doesn't want to grow here. Its development is so slow that it might as well be dead. They said it was unusual and could revolutionize our lives. Bullshit. If it can't sustain itself on our poor ground and water, how are we supposed to keep it alive? It's the same situation as they imagined raising animals in gardens. They didn't take into account that we don't have the space for it, and there's barely enough food for people. We wouldn't have anything to feed them with, and the time to breed one to reevaluate to relative adulthood is at least a year. I'm glad they didn't find any live animals under the smog. They should all accept that now the only available future for humanity is slow extinction. That sucks. That's sad. But small planters, large planters. Another cool poster. Some free membrane. Okay. Ooh, lots of stuff over here. Empty bottles. Oh yeah, polymer. Good stuff. Lots of glass. We're gonna come back for all the glass too. Okay, so that pretty much gets us out of there. Let's head back down. Not via jumping off though. I guess, yeah, no, that's too high. I'm gonna take damage. So we're gonna go around, back down. And we need to stay on this floor anyway, because we went up to do that. We need to go check out this greenhouse over here, where I'm pretty sure we're gonna get attacked. Take that garden gnome though. No? Okay, well. Inventory full. Oh shit. Might drop this one machine part. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna drink an old canned water. I'll live. But I want to be able to take a stack of biomass with me. Alright, gotta slow down on the swinging. Mr. Triathlon over here is not that good at maintaining his energy. And he needs to take a nap. Which we will let him do as soon as we get back down again. Oh shit, why did I take damage? Take lobster pepper. Oh, my inventory's full. Oh, nope, time to go back anyway. Oh, I took damage from glass. Shit. Alright. Back to the ship. We found a lot of good stuff, but we need to get it stored for now. And, reevaluate it in just a second. We got plenty of storage, so it shouldn't be a problem. I want to make another set of turbines, so 4 turbines and 4 engines. But I think that would be excessive, so we'll just leave it as it is for now until we need anything else. Alright, we got another poster. Let's just hang it up for now, I guess. And we'll get all of our decorations sorted out eventually, but anything similar? Nope, but we got some seeds. Let's go and I guess put the biomass in there. I guess we could put polymer in there too, and plant oil would make sense in time for all the plant oil and plant stuff to probably be together. Which means, where else did I put the plant oil earlier? In here. And the polymer. Alright. Membranes, like I said, we go.
Rest is recommended.
Don't worry, we're gonna do that, I promise. Empty bottles for plant oil. Oh yeah, my garden gnome. Forgot about you. Alright. Now before I even go higher and start getting more plant samples, I'm gonna want a place to probably put some of those plant samples if the plant themselves can be, planted. So, time to build a garden. And I'll probably, honestly, pick up all my deco stuff for now and just get it stored until I can have all of my functional things in the room kind of place for a while. So and I want to get these kind of off the ground since they're on the ground. So, research. What can I research? Small backpack upgrade. Let's do that. It's not actually going to create it for us, it's just going to get the research done, but we found biomass by swiping grass with our knife. Airship, other things, metal floor ceiling. Probably get that researched now. It's going to take 2 researches, but we do want to do that because as you can see, we don't actually have metal floor. We have just scaffolding floor still. So let's take a look into that actually. Metal floor / ceiling. Ooh, ate through my metal, but yeah, we need a lot of metal to finish that off, but worth doing. Which there's plenty more metal to be scrapped from up there probably. Let's see, what else? Short railing, go ahead and get that researched. I could see myself doing glass flooring later on, but for now, I'd rather have it be solid. Alright. We need to research small garden plot. I'm gonna need so much metal. May as well get that metal collector active then, huh? Ooh, I don't have any metal heads. I need to make some metal heads. I don't even have enough metal to make metal heads. Come on, there was a piece of metal coming by. There's one. Alright. That'll at least let me make a metalhead collector thing and get more metal.
Printing completed.
Alright. That's all going, that's all good. Need to make the furniture fabricator as well, which at this point is just going to be sacrificing a device fabricator. So I need to make another device fabricator. So another device fabricator would be... I mean, I can make it. Furniture fabricator.
Printing completed.
Just get one of those in our lives. Now I could probably set that back up there. But definitely still get in, have plenty of room. And set this up behind you, but centered. There. And I might even move that a little further into the room. There we go. And then that would still go well there. Cool. So we can get in, but we can move around it just fine. Fairness. Alright. The functionality of the room will come into play eventually. Now we researched small garden. Let's go ahead and get large garden researched. And then we need to get that water tank researched. We'll need to get the distiller researched. We need more metal. Blocked by equipment. Oh, my shelves? Huh. Yep, that's probably gonna be it. They have to come down by one. That's why. Probably earlier it was acting weird with the original placement.
Caution. A storm is coming.
Shit. Okay. For the duration of the storm, it's gonna be loud, like very, very loud, and I do apologize. I'm lowering my altitude, so I'm not the one getting hit by the lightning. I'll be way below the tower. I don't want to go below 230, because then I'll be in the dust. But if you are using headphones or anything like that to view this, know that the lightning will be really loud. And if you don't like lightning, thunder, yeah, sorry.
Strikes the highest targets. Lower altitude or seek cover.
Printing completed. Printing completed.
can't really go back up and explore more of the tower until the storm's done. We're not getting berated. I don't want to get struck by lightning. Take out a whole turbine. So we are just collecting metal for now.
Printing completed.
Again, sorry about the lightning being really loud. Alright, to make a solid state battery, we can do that. Okay. Everything else has kind of been handled. Storm seems to have passed. Maybe. It could be false. Let these metal collectors keep going for now. And with the extra metal as we make it, yeah, I can start slotting it in, giving myself light and actual proper floors. Though, how much does it weigh? 1 apiece. We're still really good on weight capacity, so that's fine. Guess I'm gonna go ahead and finish up with the ceiling before I do. Well, I guess that's plenty of ceiling for now. And it's really bright now. I feel sorry for my guy going to sleep. My other one had no light in it. This was really dark and tranquil in here. We'll finish the floors. Alright, let's go finish exploring the base, though. Let our metal catchers just keep working. Have lures ready to replace those, I guess. Ooh, now we are out of synthetics, too. That's where you start to get kicked in the dick. Because I don't have a synthetic catcher. But hopefully we'll find more synthetics. Let's make 2 more lure heads. When those run out, just keep the metal coming in for now.
Printing completed.
Especially with as much as we're gonna need.
Printing completed.
flying creature approaches the airship. A creature attached itself to the airship.
Bug off. Alright. Nice. At least finish the floors in here now. Ceiling will be what it is. Base is working. Base is working. Let's continue going higher. Seeing what else we can find. Oh, we need to build planters, but I guess we'll do that when we come back. We'll have plenty of time to keep collecting metal and make that happen. Of course, any metal or synthetic along the way now is it's not too good for us. We're going to be taking it all. A lot of glass to be got, so and start working on that too, I guess. Okay. Lobster. Oh, I got lobster pepper seed. Cool. I did get a lobster pepper seed. Sweet. So you get it from harvesting, but you don't guaranteed get one, I guess. Ooh, that's freaky. That looks like Noah's hideout for sure. Let's keep looking around. Green colander, nice. Find a green colander seed, that'd be dope. Hey yo. Don't cut yourself on the glass, but canola. And we got a seed for it already. Nice. That looks like it's gonna help us make the oil with the condenser specifically. So as long as I got a seed from that for now, we're gonna continue on. Just more biomass. More of those peppers, but we already got pepper, we already got the seed for it. Ooh, I need to bring more repair gels. I only brought the 2. Huh, can't take the binoculars? That'd be that'd be useful. Well, what the fuck? There you see him?
Hydration level is decreasing.
I'm not sure if I killed him or not. I got the bruiser flower. Taking the battery.
System has dealt with viral infection.
Oh god. Bugs. Read. Primary garden, our sector has collapsed due to smog due to the excessive development. As idiotic as it sounds, we need to expand others to replace its production. We will all starve to death if we don't figure something out. The scavengers are trying to recover what they can, but we don't know how it will end. For the time being, we ask that we all to supply us with soil for seeding. Okay.
The immune system has dealt with viral infection.
Take that. 1 second. Got a phone call coming in. Alright. Now we got some honey off that. That filled our inventory. And, but that's okay. Did we get patat seeds? Don't think we got patat seeds. So we'll be back. We're not going to take all these patats yet. We don't have room for the seeds. But I've also got to go grab Kame from work, which is cool, because that gets us a perfect chance to cut this as an episode at a good amount of time. I think it's about 2 hours itself, right? Yeah, that's almost just perfect timing. So we need to go get some repair gels. We need to do one more tour up through this building. I dodged one room specifically because it looks like it's got Noah's writing all over it. So we didn't fuck with that. So let's get back to the airship, unload all these goodies, and be back for another stream here soon. Because I will be continuing to play probably when I get home. And I'm probably going to continue with this file now. Just because it's one you guys have been around for. So I'll let my other one be my co-op one or something when co-op gets fixed or however it goes down. But I appreciate everybody who stopped by. Drop a like on the episode or even a subscribe on the stream if you like. And see everybody around soon for some more.